From Petco Park in downtown San Diego, we've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So almost ready to get underway. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Michael King. What do we have on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And that is out of play.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Turns and fires to Betts. Outside. And that is ball one.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
And that's downstairs. 2-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Got him. And one out now. And here is Michael Conforto. One out, base is empty. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fastball is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
2 outs, base is empty. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. And another ball. 2 outs, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Too low, and it's ball 3. Will Smith. waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Two down, nobody on. That one's in there. Full count now.
The count's full.
That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Fastball for a strike. And that one fouled off. Freeman off of first with 2 away. Right through there, got it. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Dodgers scoreless, Padres coming up to hit. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting in this one, Shohei Ohtani.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
The right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Tatis waits. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Luis Ariz stands in. And that one is lifted in the air. Hernandez sizing it up and makes the grab. And there's 2 away. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Misses off the plate. 1-1. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
And there's a ball.
2-2 the count.
Swung on, popped up left side, and it falls. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. It's something to improve.
Designated hitter, Gavin Sheets.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. End of one, and we're still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Max Muncy. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Here comes the 0-1. That one missed. One thing with Max Muncy, it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
One and two here. Breaking ball misses down and away.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Center field. Merrill sizing this one up. One down. And Kike Hernandez at the plate. Hernandez batting 6th in today's lineup. Usually a third baseman, but today starting in right. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, he's going to get a totally different angle in the way that he sees the game in this one, going from third base all the way out to right field. Sure hope he doesn't try to overthrow. You can hurt your arm out there if you're not careful.
Ball one low. No score here in the second. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Andy Pajes, the next to hit. That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Maldonado down to first with it. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Batting 8.
Here comes Chris Taylor. First pitch, not close. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And here it comes. And a foul ball. Outside low. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Out towards right center field. Reaching try, but can't bring it in.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 6.
And next for L.A., Hesung Kim. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Taylor around second. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He will score, and they take a 2-run lead.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's Betts. Struck out looking his first time. This one popped up. And that is foul. Two outs and one in scoring position. Into center and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-zip.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Runner at first with 2 away. Michael Conforto will climb in. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. 0-1. Taps softly to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. One was the solo homer. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres nothing. Back here in San Diego, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Xander Bogaerts.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And foul ball. All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. On the ground to the left. Betts. To first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
Next for the Padres, Jose Iglesias. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Just off the outside edge, ball one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
2 outs.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. All set for the start of the inning. Here is Freddie Freeman.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep.
These Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game.
Oh, that got him on the mound. The throw is still in time, so they get the first out of the inning. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Struck out looking in his first at bat. On the ground, Bogarts throws to first, and they get the out on Smith.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Muncy digs in. He's 0 for 1. That one at the knees for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they lead it 3-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the veteran outfielder, Jason Hayward. Ohtani back to work. Pitch misses. 1-0. And another ball.
No strike. Ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
There's the strike. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Martin Maldonado stands in now and watches strike 1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Check swing, no appeal.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
Strike three. It's a strikeout for Shohei.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. When you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Tatis, the next to hit, takes outside. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Hayward at first, one gone. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
2 on, 1 out. And now Luis Arias flied to right his first time. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Two on, 1 out.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a foul ball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the last half of the third. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Machado.
Here comes Manny Machado. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Kim. On to first. That is the inning. Padres leave a pair. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at Petco Park. Here's Kike Hernandez.
Number 8, Kike.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. And that drops in for a strike. Got him swinging.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Andy Pajes now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike 2. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. It's in and out of his glove. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Designated hitter, Chris Taylor.
2 down, bases empty. Chris Taylor getting ready to hit. Singled and scored his first time. Right through there for a strike. In the air, left field. Hayward hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back.
Leading up for the
now the
Padres,
DH for the Padres. Gavin Sheets.
Sheets.
Just missed.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swing and a miss, and 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Bogarts, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And it's fouled away. Here's a 1-1. Bogart swings through that one.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
2 strikes.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 3. Goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. Location, in my opinion.
Merrill stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
That kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. There's a strike. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Next offering misses down and away.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
He takes it on his own, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing across here this half. We played 4. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Hye-Sung Kim. And that's in for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Just missed. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, he went inside a couple of times and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So the lineup flips over. Here's Mookie to hit. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder Michael.
2 outs,
Conforto.
base is empty. The batter will be Michael Conforto. 0 for 2 in this one. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Conforto, a former All-Star, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Ball.
That one fouled off. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
We got a full count.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Now pitching for
so the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Yuki Matsui.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So 2 down. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And first offering is fouled off. Inside, just missed. Bullpen action for the Padres. Steven Kolick, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. So a job well done from the Friar bullpen that time. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres nothing. Back here in San Diego, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jose Iglesias. And that's down and away.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Kim snags it, and there's one down.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Here's Jason Hayward. He reached out a walk his first time.
Ball.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that one cutting but missing down low. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The Padres trailing by 3, last half of inning number 5. Inside and a full count now. Hayward down on strikes.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Martin Maldonado up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
One ball,
well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Hit in the air out to center field. Pajes. And that is that. Back here at Petco Park, top of the 6th inning. And now, Will Smith.
The catcher.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That's in there. That's strike one. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Steven Kolick up and throwing. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And Eric Summersgill punches him out. That's a strikeout. Here comes Max Muncy.
The third baseman.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Foul ball. And it's 1-1.
Outside.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. That's way outside. Ball 2. You're getting a taste right here of what Max Muncy does. Has a really good eye at the strike zone. Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Muncy into second. It's a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Here's Kike Hernandez. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Now it's going to be Andy Pages. Outside corner, there's a strike. Foul ball there. Man on second, 2 down. That one misses, and the count 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, And that is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres nothing. And we're back. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Strike three, Shohei gets the K.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off the shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. On the ground, right side. Freeman takes it to the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
The third baseman,
he's doing a nice
13.
job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Machado, 1 for 2. And that one clips the corner. The Dodgers leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball. Muncy sends it to first. Padres go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They trail it here 3-0.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Padres.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Stephen Kolek.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here comes Chris Taylor.
The Dodgers, the designated hitter, Chris Taylor.
And a sweeper misses for a ball. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one hit to right. Tatis really on his horse for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's one down.
The batter,
so digging
6.
in, Hesung Kim. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Here's Mookie Betts now. That clips the corner.
0-1.
The 0-1. Lifted in the air, right field. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Betts around second, headed for third. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and bat control through the zone allowed him to drive it the other way. That was pretty impressive.
Michael Conforto steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base hit and a run comes in.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
2 outs, runner at first. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's in there for strike 1. And that one pulled foul. Conforto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's off the inside corner. 1-2 to count. Two outs. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Line drive, and he makes the catch, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Gavin Sheets. Ohtani back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
So, man aboard. Xander Bogaerts will hit next.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The shortstop takes the ball. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Luis Garcia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Garcia getting cranked up as well. Runner at first with no outs here. That one misses, and now 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
In the air to left center, Pajes on his way over, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill has grounded out a couple of times. And ball one.
No strikes.
Man at first, one away. That's in there, and that is strike one.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And there's a ball.
Ball 2.
Swing and a foul out of play. Not close with that one, and it's a full count. The Padres down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound. But his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Ohtani will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
new pitcher for the Dodgers, Luis Garcia.
Number 57.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
First and second, 1 out. Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. Hit in the air, left field. Conforto pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 22, Jason Hayward.
So up next, Jason Hayward. A strikeout and a walk. Up and in, ball 1.
1-0.
Sheets on second. Merrill at first, 2 out of the inning. And that one fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that skips in the dirt. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's a little bit low. Martin Maldonado waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Two on, 2 outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one the other way, and foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boone. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases all loaded up. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Martin Maldonado. Fouled off. He was late. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. That one fouled off. Now a check swing, but he held up. Tying run at the plate. Swings and misses. And the Padres waste a chance. Pods leave them loaded. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Padres.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
50.
Adrian Morejon.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Will Smith
off
to the
Los
plate.
Angeles,
0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Morejon, 26 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
Now batting, the third baseman, Max
Muncy at the dish. 1 for 3. First offering misses badly for ball 1. One down, base is empty. Late with the swing there.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That's down and in. Next offering is fouled back. And that's outside.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. And he walked him. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Man at first. Now it's the right fielder, Enrique Hernandez. He's already homered here in this one.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
Gets the slider in there for a strike. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
The 1-2.
2 balls. 2
In the
strikes.
dirt. On the ground, could be 2. He flips it to second in time. On to first, safe. So they get 1, but a really nice try there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. First pitch misses.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
This one high in the air to left center. Hayward makes the grab, and that is that. 1 left for LA. They lead 4-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 78. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 78, Ben Casparius.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense. You think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. And it's even up. And that is out of play. Got him swinging. The high heat too much on that one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch.
The
Top
first
of the
baseman,
strike
number
zone. We're
4,
seeing more
Louis.
fastballs in that location.
Oh,
Hitters,
yeah.
especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
A rise in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is down low. Fly ball to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2
The
down.
third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
2 down, base is empty. At at the plate, Manny Machado. Right through there for a strike. And that one upstairs, ball one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Pages makes the catch, and that'll do it. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Wandy Peralta.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 58, Wandy Peralta.
Chris Taylor now.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Chris Taylor.
And first offering is fouled off. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. And he gets him. Nicely done.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
And here is Ha-Seong Kim.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First offering, and it just misses. Cut on and lifted in the air. Reaching for it and brings it in.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's Mookie Betts. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. There's a strike, 95 of that one. The shortstop takes the ball. Up the middle. Tosses to first, and Betts is gone. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing here this half. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Padres nothing. We head to the bottom of the 9th. So digging in now for San Diego, Gavin Sheets. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. sweeper misses.
Nope, that's a ball.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He did right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2.
And down on strikes he goes. One out, bottom of the ninth. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Here's Bogarts now. And first offering is fouled off. The Dodgers leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. Fought off foul. That one not close. Now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. The Padres down by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that misses off the outside edge.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
One down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And that's off the inside edge. And now it's 3-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. Hammers that one, curling down the line, and foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Makes the catch for the out.
Up next for the Padres, the second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
Last chance for the Padres, Jose Iglesias. The next up for the Padres. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. Bogarts, the runner at first with 2 gone.
That's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is fouled back. The Padres down to their final strike. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.